Welcome back to Legendary Mel Games. I'm your host, Joe, and today we are tackling Liminal Doom 2. This time we are looking at MAP02, Scopophobia. This is again by the outstanding map maker Dashlet, and this is, in my opinion, the second hardest map of the regular series. I say that because the two secret maps are beyond brutally difficult. So, let's begin. Scopophobia, the fear that you're being watched. Absolutely perfect naming convention with how he has this level set up. This one is 136 kills, 18 items, and 2 secrets. Those 2 secrets actually work hand in hand with each other, which we'll see at the very end because it is a secret challenge fight, and it is one of the hardest I have ever played. So definitely expect saves and a whole lot of failures. As we wander around to get an idea of just how big this house is, we want to make sure to get 4 armor bonuses while we're here. At this point we have Berserk Fist, but that's about it. Recognize that painting was right in our starting area, so that's kind of leading our way forward. And out here we can get bullets and move on. Turns out we are being watched if you look through a window really carefully. And I will tell you, these enemies that are behind the window are going to absolutely give you nightmares when you actually encounter them. So, let's get to exit, which closes. And just like that, those enemies are teleported away. And now the real map starts. Before we even get into it, save. Alright, so now we have 3 imps to deal with down here, but luckily we got the Berserk Fist. So, sorry, buddy. Over here, we have a Revenant running loose to the left of where we just came from. So, Revenant bust it is. And now that that's out of the way, let's continue our fist punching until we get to the shotgun. Because ammo is going to be something we are going to be screaming for as the level goes on. And a lot of times it's because, as you can see, most of these enemies down here are just beefy that do not give ammo. In the duct we can get a chain gun. And we really just don't want to waste ammo and things until we need to. So, as you can see down here, we have a way outside. Now this is going to be extremely important because this is where we get one of the secrets. So, hop out here. As you can see, there's a massive platforming jungle in the middle. So what we're going to have to do is, like I did on the previous episode, not to sit here and make you wait through all the platforming. Instead, I'll just show the correct run of it, so you don't see me fall down 1,000 times. Because as you can see, this one is quite big. I think this is actually the longest one in all of Liminal Doom 2. So, to start it, go right at the start of that entire jungle gym, pull it down, and we are ready to begin. Strafe jump off. Here's where we want to set our save, and again, I'll just show you the successful one so you don't see me fall 1,000 times. Get the momentum, hook it around. There's our first leg done. Now next one snakes around back and forth, just like that. Second one done. Next up we have a wicked turn to the left. If we can bypass that one that you're looking right at, not a problem. Alright, and get ready for the wicked left turn there to get across. And then we have left and right shimmy. So over here, over, down. And just like that, that is secret number 1. This is what gets you the secret Grey Keycard that we are going to need to unlock the optional secret fight. So, hop off, and now we can teleport back to civilization. We absolutely want to save it when done so you don't have to repeat that. Right after Pinky gets out of our face. And his imp. Alright, so let's keep it moving. Now we don't have to go back there. Turn it around, and now let's continue exploring the house like normal. So we've opened the passageway here. There is a Hell Knight. Well, heck. And his imp entourage. So let's go ahead and explore the rest of the house like normal. So, a lot of things will change as we go through it. So for right now, let's just focus on the immediate threats. Again, we want all the beefy enemies to fight each other. We don't really want to get involved, because ammo is not a thing Dashlet is generous with. Go ahead, pin in the Revenant, take out the Pinkies. All this will make sense once the secret fight comes up, because that secret fight is literally one of the hardest fights in Doom. In my opinion, because it is definitely the one I struggled with the most in all of Liminal Doom 2. The only one that comes close to this one for me is literally the red key section of MAP05, the Threshold. That is the only one that comes close to a secret fight difficulty. This is a map, feel no shame about saving your way through, because it is long and it is extremely difficult, because as you can see, game overs can come literally out of nowhere just because of walls moving and enemies showing up. So let's go ahead and head back where we were. Again, there's our picture. And now we want to go a different way. So we still have the Hell Knights down here, all pinned together. Let's go ahead and get the shotgun and work our way through the funhouse. So, first order of business in the funhouse is we want to go ahead and pin in the Revenant that's over there. So, he's going to try and catch you in the side area. Just keep trying to have him smack you. Not a problem. And now, we need to get these Hell Knights out of here without wasting any of our good ammo. Because we are going to get the rocket launcher up here. We do not want to waste a single rocket, because of a very mean Archvile trap coming up. So again, just take our time, get the Hell Knights out, and then we can move on without worrying about what's coming up. We still want to prepare for it, though. So, Hell Knights, you can go. Come on, buddy. We are not wasting the rocket launcher on you. Hit that switch to lower the red key that's out there, but we're not interested in that right now. Instead, we want to work at deactivating the next ambush. So to do that, go ahead and take out the Revenant, who's literally a sitting duck. And then we're going to go ahead and take out his hit scanner entourage, and up here is where the Mancubus is. So let's go ahead and pin him in, since he can't do much with those bars there. As you can see, this is the switch for the blue key, which is also to help us get to the secret fight. So, Mancubus out. That's going to make our lives a whole lot easier, especially if we can take out those imps, which are just extra chip damage for no reason. Hop down with them, since they give us another chain gun, and you can see the trap is laid. So, rocket launcher at the ray and absolutely save. Basically, Revenants are going to be exposed in those two pillars, but the most important thing is you're going to be ambushed by two Pinkies, followed by an Archvile behind them. So the Archvile's using the Pinkies as a meat shield. Let's go ahead and just keep blasting with the limited rockets we have to try and pin him in before he can do much. Alright. So Archvile out. Let's get the Pinky. And now it's just us and the Revenants. And we do have some rockets to work with. Not as many as we would like, but luckily the Revenants are kind of setting targets on their crates. So, with that said and done, you can see this is going to be an important way forward later. So, you can see that took literally about everything out of us. Let's continue. This is actually the reason I'm not saving right now. I'd like to get some more health back before doing that. So as you can see, this is going to be an important area layer. Let's remember where it is with this jagged star-looking room. That's going to be where the blue key switch is. Back into Funhouse. And now we have no choice. It's about time to get the red card, and that's just going to set off a chain of crazy events. So, as you can see, there's going to be an Archvile immediately. Don't worry, he teleports away just to make things miserable for us. So, he's going to be back here, is where he teleported, to revive everything we've already worked on. Back by the grate. And you sitting by the grate is perfect, buddy. Come on. Got a smack or two for you. And yes, it was not until Liminal Doom 2 that I ever learned Berserk punching Archviles as a thing. But apparently it works. Alright, so now we're out of the woodworks there. I don't feel bad saving. Yes, we need health, but there's places we can get it. So, go ahead and take out our cheap one-shots up top. As you can see, we desperately need everything at this point, ammo and health. So all we can do is just keep moving on. Here's the red key door. Let's go ahead and lower it. Let those two fight it out. And the result is as you'd expect. So, now that all that's done, onto the red key section. Grabbing the SSG, let's go get ourselves unstuck here. Ammo, armor bonuses, over to the corner. That way we can go ahead and get the other hit scanner out of there, before he can cause any more issues. The imp we can just let the Mancubus take care of. And what's shooting at us is actually down there, which is mean. It's two shotgun soldiers on a lip down there. And either ambush we go with is going to be brutal. So, pick your poison. Right is generally better, I think, to start with. So let's go ahead, make sure nothing can hit us. Here, let's go ahead and tick off everything. Slapping our way to victory. The ammo. Okay, let's get the ammo. Rockets. Switch to cause all kind of chaos. And work. So let's get slapping our way to success. Alright, imp out. Now let's get behind the Revenant, so we can get our shotgun shells back. Take care of the Revenant. Take care of our sniper. All of them. Back here for some armor bonuses. And at this point, we can go ahead and slap the imp out of existence. And again, don't even try to save ammo by slapping them. You're just going to take unnecessary damage. So, at this point, we're looking okay. Not great. As you can see, we have 3 imps up there. They're just going to be ammo wasters. So let's use single barrel on them. Hopefully get them down 1 hit if we don't miss. There. Alright, so now all the ammo wasters are gone. Let's get ready, because we're about to open Pandora's box with this switch up here. That pillar is going to open. You can kind of see its legs moving. We've got an Archvile stuck in there. There's a tiny bit of breathing room. Revenant's out as fast as possible. Like heck, not worried about the Archvile that can't move. Alright, so let's go ahead, hit the switch, run like mad. Let's go up and around. We need to get ourselves rockets, galore, blue key, and immediately shoot our way out of this situation. Mainly on the Revenants. The pinkies are just going to line up, just like that. as much infighting as we possibly can, because as you can see, we got Hell Knights that are not too thrilled with us being here. Go ahead, round up the Hell Knights, and do beware, because the Archvile can still hit you from the air room if you're in an unfortunate area. So now that that's taken care of, we have the Blue Keycard, the Red Keycard, and the Grey Keycard. Back here's going to be a switch, and you hear it lower something. It actually lowers this right here. So, save. So let's hit the switch. Let's go over here, and that lowered to give us a teleporter, so that now we can be on this side. We can take out the pinkies, no problem. Again, just staying out of that Mancubus's line of sight until we have better ammo to work with. Alright, so at this point, let's go ahead back. With the blue key in hand, we know where it goes. Let's go back to the room with those big pillars. Obviously, we're going to have to come back to that because we have no ammo for anything. So, let's go to our pillar room. So again, this is in the funhouse section. To the right. As you can see, every piece of ammo matters in this map. So where the Mancubus was, now we can use the blue key. As you can see, now we can go down here. There is the exit, which may or may not be lying to us. As you can see, the gray key goes here. So this is going to be where the secret fight is. You also need the yellow key to access it. So we have a teleporter that takes us back. And just to check if the exit does exit you. Yes. So as you can see, you can exit early. But that's not to help our situation. Because this is UV max, so we do have to take out everything and get everything. So, teleport back. So as you can see, all you need to pass this level is just the red and blue key. So that is your bare minimum. The yellow and gray just act as the extra challenge, and it is an extreme challenge. As you can see, we're already down to punching things. And we haven't even got the yellow key yet. So, let's head back. It is going to get even worse than you can imagine. I'll lead off with that. And if you go back to this exit, by the way, nothing happens. If I remember, it does open up later on, or I think you teleport behind it to open it. Somehow, I believe I remember it does actually open at some point. So, let's head back for now. Clean up the nonsense as we go. Because the yellow key section is brutal. And that's going to be to the left of the Mancubus. So, main thing is get rid of the hit scares, because we're going to have a cyber demon do the fighting for us. So, get ready for that TDC counter to go through the roof. Because this one is nuts. I run right past them. Now, if you notice something, he has, I believe it's half the amount of health they normally do. Alright, we immediately need to get the Hell Knights to attack the Cyber Demon for us, and then we're to run around and deal with the imps while he's distracted. And it does help when they hit him and he doesn't immediately attack them. Helps weaken the Cyber Demon for us. And it's even better when we can get the Cyber Demon attacking the imps. Come on, imp, you can do it. And again, we're still tricking the Hell Knights into combat too, so that the Cyber Demon doesn't waste time on us. And we make our escape. Just like that, we have the yellow key card. So we have all 4 keys required in this map. 109 kills, 16 items, and 1 secret. Get ready, because now the big one's coming. And you can obviously tell this was the supposed exit that closed us. So now we know where to go. And I will tell you, that secret fight is something out of this world. The TDC counter is going to probably explode from this map, and hopefully we have enough ammo by the end of it to take out all the rest of the enemies in the map. So, let's get right down here. There is no easy way to do this. I will simply say that. Just make sure we're ready, because once we get in there, we can't come back out until it's over. So save before you get in there. Alright, let's get our rockets. As you can see, this challenge fight is secret number 2. So let's get all of our rockets. Let's get the supercharge. Because this room is absolute chaos. What's going to happen is 2 archviles are going to come. One from here, one from here. And then these 4 compartments are going to open, flooding this room with the Shadow Horde, which is the new monsters that will live in your nightmares. They look like imps, but demonic. They're the asset from myhouse.wad, but they fire rapid-fire cacodemon blasts and absolutely overwhelm you in no time at all. So best thing we can do is cut off one of their supplies and be fighting them off, save the archviles for last. To switch. Get them as soon as they come around the corner. And you can see now why it calls it. And be careful, because the archviles, we get a healthy dose of. So rockets away. We really just need to get one of the 2 archviles out of here. Get one of these 2 archviles on easy, despite how they look. The Shadow Horde is unsurmountable. And if we take enough time, Revenants will spawn in. Then, and if we take long enough, alright, let's hit the switch. Run like heck. We need to immediately take out the Shadow Horde as soon as they show up. Just like that. As tough as it is to think, we need to actually ignore the archviles, using the pillars as our shield, until we can get some distance and just pelt the whole group. Alright, quickly save when that's done. Shadow Cyber Demon. So now that the Revenants are here, let's rely on the Shadow Cyber Demon to do a fighting for us. Again, they do not have as much health as the normal Cyber Demon, but he is going to help us out with all these Revenants. So let's get them all fighting. We definitely have enough shotgun shells to take them out. Won't be a problem there. At this point, it's just us and him. And just like the Tyrant from Not Even Remotely Fair, he does have less health, so a little bit easier to take down. Just don't get too close to any of the pillars. Just like that, this challenge room's done. We hit the switch to get back out. And that brings us to 126 kills, 17 items, and 2 secrets. Now, the tough part. Taking out the rest of the enemies we saw in there. So let's teleport back. And now, the rest of the map is up to us. So there is 1 item left we still need to get to. But at least we don't have to deal with the secrets anymore. That secret ambush is literally one of the toughest things in here. But the cleanup is pretty brutal because ammo shortages. So, let's get back to the main area. So that's going to be where the key was, right here. And just to the right of it. We can get back to the main house. And here's where all heck's going to break loose. Because we still have another Shadow Cyber Demon out here. We can hear clomping around. We also have quite a few Mancubus. At this point, we can't afford to waste ammo on anything that's not important. So Mancubus down, and this is where things are going to get hairy. Is trying to take out all this stuff. This Mancubus doesn't even want us coming downstairs. But back here, luckily, there is some shotgun ammo. It doesn't help our situation much, but something. And getting him to attack the pinkies is definitely a help. At this point, spin around, take out one, come the second. There. And again, luckily, the Archvile can't come off of that step. So he can't hit us right underneath him. Let's head up and over. Quickly get behind the... Alright, let's poke the lift. He can't attack us underneath him. Just like that, we can get some rockets, get back out. And again, the good thing is he can't get off the ledge. Good hits. Again, thank goodness he can't move. And then there's only one Mancubus to deal with up here. As you can see, 5 enemies left. He's one of them. So we can get another rocket there. Close range. Close range. You can see how nerve-wracking this is to do. Just like that. Get him caught in the stair. Done. So, Mancubus out of here. Now, 5 enemies left to go. 4 enemies left. We have a bookcase that doesn't move. Now we just need to get the last scraps of ammo and finish this off. Back up top. We do have the unfortunate cyber demon that's down here. We have a little bit of shotgun shells that's across the way. It's not to help us all that much, though. Let's see what other enemies we have left. We have hit scanners up there, so we do need to save some ammo. But we also can get up there for some rockets. So again, just explore what our options are. And then we can have an idea of how to approach this. Just like that, and we can get the rocket launcher. And now we've got 3 enemies left to go. The Shadow Cyber being one of them. Let's also investigate here, because I'm hearing an imp. I'm guessing down the stairway. We probably... Yep, I see him over there. Alright, not too worried about the zombies. They can take each other out. The imps on the stairs could be interesting. So let's make sure not to take more than one shot on them, ideally. There. And again, you two. Wondering why there's ammo back there. It suggests that we can get there somehow, but doesn't look like we can. Maybe you can do some really kooky jump to get on there. I do see platforming bars there, so it's definitely possible. I'm guessing maybe you go up and over the railing somehow. Some kind of acrobatics for sure to get over there, because there are shotgun shells hidden behind them. So, instead, let's go this way. As we can see, this passage is open. There's a teleporter, and a teleporter actually takes you to where you started the map. So, as you can see here, there is nothing that I see unique. Head down. Give us a new perspective on it. But now there's only just the Shadow Cyber left. And they do give us now a security armor that was not available before, I don't believe. And let's head back up. So now it's just us and the Shadow Cyber. We do have rockets, but that is also a very enclosed arena. So get ready for the big finish. Also, as you can see, we do have one item left too. That is staying stubborn. And again, the Shadow Cyber is in the new section that we opened where the red key was. So let's work our way back over. Now, let's get ready for the fight. Rocket launcher at the ray. Getting blown apart. Lay him up without getting blown apart. Without getting blown in half. So you get down here in one piece, and then we can lay him up. You get down here in one piece, lay him up. We just need to get down in one piece, lay him up. Here, okay, hit our escape lift. Lay him up. Run around. That gives us some room to dodge. Escape lift. Quickly get out. Down here, let's make our rockets count because we barely have enough ammo to do this. Alright, so get our lift pulled up. That way we get a little bit more ammo. And now we run back. Whew. With only one shot left. And just like that, that is all kills, that is all secrets. We have one item left. Oh my gosh. I will skip you through to that one. What a map. And now for our final item, we need to go all the way back to the main lobby. And once we're up here, let's go skirting the outside of the railing here. Very, very brutal placement for this item. It is right here staring at you, over the horizon. And just like this, the map is done. Used every scrap of our ammo, but by gosh, we got there one way or another. Oh my gosh, Dashlet with these maps is just unbelievable. And do keep in mind, these are going to connect to one another. This one and the next one specifically. So the next one is also going to be combat intensive, just like this one was. With some very nasty ambush rooms as well. As well, some very neat mapping gimmicks that he's going to throw in. I've never seen before with water. So get ready. It is going to be an absolute blast as we try to remember which way it is to the blue outdoor section. We got ourselves mixed up in the funhouse. Definitely why we call it that. Right here. And again, you're just going to where the Mancubus was on the overlook. Right in between, where the blue key, down, and then you're out. As you can see, water is flowing in, so something big is about to happen that's going to have to do with that. So, again, outstanding map by Dashlet. This has been an amazing experience going back through and finally getting to clean up these maps that I never got to do the first time around. Again, they were one of the first things I did on the channel, and just did not have the ability to add commentary, add any of the markers, any of the editing work, and I'm so glad to finally put a proper end to the series. In my opinion, much bigger of a fan of Liminal Doom 2 than I was the first part, so we have some really exciting maps coming up. So, without further ado, if you've not already, please check out the Liminal Doom 2 playlist. Like, share, subscribe so more people can see videos, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.